If you've been following my video series on what it takes to be a great originator, this is my last segment. It may be a little bit unusual, but the average in-market retail loan officer in America right now is about in their early 50s. That means some are older and some are younger. The reality is that I find it interesting as we go into these originators who've had tremendous careers, 20 years, 30 years, serving thousands of borrowers over those years and all those cycles, all the wisdom, all the amazing creativity that they put into their job. Now they're at a place in their life where they may want to slow down a little bit, maybe take a little more time to spend with family, do some traveling, not necessarily retire. These are people that are hard to retire. Why? Because they're passionate competitors. They're people who care a lot about their work. They love their work. They clearly find it to be very enriching and satisfying. But at the end of the day, our industry really doesn't have or talk about a legacy plan for people who are going to step back or even retire from the business. They just leave. I bring this up because I had a doctor here in Newport Beach where I've lived for 40 years who was my doctor that entire time. And he sent me an email that said, "Hey, I'm retiring." I said, "Wow, that's great, but please don't retire." He didn't give me a drop-off. He didn't give me a physician that he would refer me to. He basically said, "I'm going to retire from my practice. Thank you for all those great years together, and God bless." And I said, "Wow, that is great. Everybody has the right to retire, but all those years of great advice I got from him and all those years where he may have saved me from terrible fates, I now feel a little bit empty at the end." So I was thinking about that, and I go, what about a legacy plan? What does that mean? It means, how do you give back to the industry? How do you help the consumers you've given your blood, sweat, and tears to for decades have a way to continue to get great service from people in the company that you've been involved with? Whether it's turning them over to a loan officer that may have worked with your team for a period of time, maybe it's another transition that you've decided to have with your family. Some people in our industry, as you know, their family members kind of take over their business. It's like CPAs or chiropractors or doctors or dentists who sell their practice, so to speak, to someone who services those clients that they had worked so hard to earn over those years. I bring up this because I think everybody should have a life legacy plan in the mortgage business. We planned everything else. We planned our marketing. We planned how we were going to operate in our world. We planned a lot of our life. And now it's like, how do we give back? Maybe it's doing a video like this and sharing with people some of the secrets of your success that they can take on and improve themselves in our industry and make it better and better. I have such admiration for people who have put that kind of time, energy, and talent into our industry. And I think it's a very appropriate one to give them opportunities to figure out going out on their own terms and giving those customers an opportunity to continue to get great service from the organization that they continually work for now. So as you're entering those years and you're thinking more about mentorship, you're thinking more about maybe some me time with your family, because our business is very busy and very cyclical, I think it's important you structure something that makes sense for you and for the company and for the continuity of your business partners and your consumers. Because retirement should be celebrated. It's a great thing. It's wonderful. But at the end of the day, I think everything you've done to make this business fantastic, you can continue to have a legacy, certainly in your community and within the industry. I know I serve on a couple of boards in the industry, and I realized now how important those boards were, even though I really didn't feel them when I was out in the industry originating loans. But you have a lot to contribute as a human being. You've given a lot to the industry, and you have a lot to give back. So I would end this series giving you the encouragement to talk to people who have made those transitions, to find out what makes it happy for you and gives you the time you want, but also the opportunity you have to have a transition into that environment that would be great for you. I hope that works for you. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I hope that all of you become the best versions of yourself in this industry and continue to admire and be a part of this great industry that's built America's homes. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.